Hi guys, I am here again with the second part of the important MCQs of English literature, and these questions included in the video is very important for KVS, NVS, GSSB, TGT, PGT exams, and also for state level English literature exams. And friends, get the link of the first part of this particular video in the description box. Check out the link there. And without any delay, let's move on to the important questions of today's video. And let's begin with the first question of the video. Seneca Tragedy of Blood is based on the theme of. We have option and the correct answer is option C, revenge. Yes, friends, Seneca Tragedy of Blood is related to the themes of revenge, and Thomas Kidd was the dramatist who had written his dramas related to this kind of genre or this kind of theme that is called Seneca Tragedy. Seneca Tragedy के ऊपर उन्होंने ड्रामास लिखे हुए हैं थॉमस किड ने, जो कि यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स के राइटर थे. एंड नेक्स्ट वी हैव सिडनीज apology for poetry, which was published in 1595, is a reply to. We have the option. Correct answer is option B, The School of Abuse, which was written by Stephen Gosson in 1579. Yes, friends, सिडनी की जो एपोलॉजी ऑफ पोएट्री है, विच इज ऑल्सो नोन एज डिफेंस ऑफ पोइजी के नेम से भी इसको जाना जाता है, ये वर्क को. दैट इज रिलेटेड टू दी लिटरेरी क्रिटिसिज्म से रिलेटेड है. एंड ये रिप्लाई था द स्कूल ऑफ अब्यूज वर्क जो था स्टीफन गोसन का, जो कि पब्लिश हुआ है 1579 में. एंड Apology for Poetry, which is also known as Defense of Poesy, that is published in 1595. Next question, number 3. Lee Maud the author, which was published in 1485, is a prose romance by. Answer we have option D, Thomas Mallory. Thomas Mallory was the writer of this prose romance that was known as Maud the author, and the full title is Lee Maud the author. Next question, number 4. Everyman, which was also known as the Somoing of Everyman, which was published in 1510, is an example of. That is related to the morality play. Yes, friends, Everyman is a play that comes under the category of the morality play, which was published in 1510. And let's move on to the question number 5 of the video. Hieronymo is a Mad Again, which was published in 1587, is the subtitle of. We have option and the correct answer is option D, The Spanish Tragedy by Thomas Kidd. This is a revenge play by Thomas Kidd. Seneca play है ये, मॉडल पे लिखा गया है, जो कि थॉमस किड ने लिखा हुआ है. एंड इसका जो सब टाइटल है दैट इज known as Hieronymo is Mad Again, and it was published in 1587. Next question, number 6. The Forest of Arden appears in. That appears in As You Like It. It was a play written by William Shakespeare, and it was written during the time of 1599 by William Shakespeare. As You Like It, it is a play, and the Forest of Arden is something that is described in this play by William Shakespeare. Next question. Which poet wrote the line, My love is like a red rose, which was published in 1794? That was written by Robert Burns. This was the line by Robert Burns, written, who was a poet, and it was published in 1794. Question number 8. Culture and Anarchy by Matthew Arnold, which was published in 1869, is a prose work by. We have option that is by Matthew Arnold. Matthew Arnold is the writer of this book, Culture and Anarchy, and it was written during the time of 1869. Friends, this work of Matthew Arnold is a periodical essay, and it was published in 1869. Question number 9 of the video. Who wrote the philosophical treatise and essay concerning human understanding, which was published in 1689? We have option, and the correct answer is John Locke. John Locke has written this work, philosophical treatise, and which was titled as An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, published in 1689. Next question. Who does the spider represent in Swift's The Battle of the Book, which was published in 1704. They were moderns. Moderns were the it was a work by Jonathan Swift related to the literal battle between the ancients and the moderns, and the spider who represents modern in this work by Jonathan Swift, The Battle of Books, which was published in 1704. Question number 11 of the video, dot 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 is the narrator in Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, which was published in December 1847. That was Neil Dane. Neil Dane was the narrator in The Wuthering Heights. It was a very important work of Emily Bronte, the Bronte sisters, and they were known. Emily Bronte is very famous for her work. This work that was Wuthering Heights. Next question, number 12. What is the subtitle of G.M. Hopkins' poem The Windhover, which was published in 1918? We have the option, and the correct answer is option A, To Christ Our Lord. This is the subtitle of the work of the G.M. Hopkins, that was The Windhover, which was published in 1918. And friends, I have included most important information related to the questions. So please note down all the questions and their relevant information included in this video, so that you can answer the questions asked in your exams correctly and कॉन्फिडेंटली. यस दैट्स वाई मैंने जो इंक्लूड किया हुआ है क्वेश्चंस में, मैंने उसमें इम्पोर्टेंट कब वो पब्लिश हुई है बुक, किसने लिखी हुई है, या जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन है उस बुक से रिलेटेड, उस वर्क से रिलेटेड, राइटर से रिलेटेड या पोएट से रिलेटेड, वो मैंने यहाँ पे इंक्लूड करने की कोशिश की है, सो दैट आप उस क्वेश्चन से, उस राइटर से रिलेटेड जो मैक्सिमम इंफॉर्मेशन है वो जान सको. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द वीडियो. Question number 13 of the video. John Osborne's play Look Back in Anger was first performed in the year. We have option, and the correct answer is option D, in 1956. This play was first performed in 1596, and it was written by John Osborne. That was Look Back in Anger. Next question of the video. The theory of mimesis was introduced by, yes friends, this was very important question, and it was introduced by Plato. Friends, theory of mimesis is a kind of literary, it is used in a term, like a term that is used in literary criticism, and it is related to the imitation and related to the mimicry that was introduced by Plato in the literary criticism, and it is one of the important term of English literary criticism. Next question we have 15. In which poem does W.B. Yeats uses the phrase "A terrible beauty is born"? That was used in the poem, in the composition of W.B. Yeats, is known as Easter 1916, and this phrase "A terrible beauty is born" is used in this work of W.B. Yeats. Next question, number 16. Daddy, which was published in 1965, is a confessional poem by Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath is the writer, is the poetess of this poem, that was Daddy's, which was published in 1965, and confessional poem is related to that, जहाँ पे poet अपनी किसी गिल्ट को, किसी लाइफ के इंसिडेंट को कन्फेस करता हुआ है, एंड वो अपने लाइफ के एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट को डिस्कस करता है थ्रू his poems or through her poems, through their compositions, that is called confessional poem. Question number 17 of the video. Structure, sign and play in the discourse of a human science was a paper presented by dot dot in 1966. We have option, and the correct answer is Jacques Derrida. Jacques Derrida was the French philosopher, and he has given a theory related to the deconstructionist, and this was a paper presented by Jacques Derrida in 1966. Next question. Hatless, I take off my cycle clips in awkward reverence. These lines are taken from, we have the correct answer, Church Going 24 by Philip Larkin. Philip Larkin was the poet of this work, Church Going 24. And this line, Hatless, I take off my cycle clips in awkward reverences, is the line from this work of Philip Larkin. Question number 19 we have, who is the protagonist in James Joyce's A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which was published in 29 December 1916. That was the protagonist's name was Stephen Dedalus. Stephen Dedalus was the main protagonist and protagonist of this work of A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce, which was published in December 1916. Question number 20, and this is the last question of the video. Frantz Fanon, in his book Dot Dot, written during the Algerian struggle for independence, the controversial introduction of which was written by Sartre, said decolonization is always a violent phenomenon. This was in the work The Wretched of the Earth, which was published in 1961 by Sartre. And this is the name of the work जो यहाँ पे बात की जा रही है. फ्रेंड्स फैनॉन इन हिज बुक जो बात की गई है वो बुक का नेम है द रिचेट ऑफ द अर्थ एंड पब्लिश्ड इन 1961 एंड जिसमें बोला गया है decolonization is always a violent phenomenon. So friends, आज हमने यहाँ पे कुछ important questions discuss किए हैं. This is the second part of the video and आगे अपने next part में हम most important question discuss करेंगे English literature के. Till then, keep connecting with English Zone and please check out the other important videos of this channel. Thank you very much for watching this.